Good morning, everyone. Namaste. We're going to continue reading on my disease to please. And I'm going to read a little portion of this. It says, are you giving advice or imposing your shoulds onto others? While you may be somewhat aware of the harsh rules that you impose on yourself, you probably don't view yourself as critical and judgmental of others. But when you share your own strict rules in the form of advice to others about what they should and shouldn't be doing, your well-intended helpfulness can be misread as smug disapproval and superiority and harsh criticism, even censure. And they're going to go on to talk about a story about a lady who does that, but we all know people that do that. And I'm going to finish it up, and it says, you may share Joy Jones' intention to be a supportive friend and loved ones when they have a problem. But the unintended effect of imposing your shoulds on others may be to frustrate and irritate them by making them feel like they are doing things poorly because it's not your way. You may also be pushing solutions or jumping prematurely to the fix when others simply need you to be a sympathetic listener. We've all had friends like that. Often the most effective support is to be a good sounding board, reflecting back what you hear, creating a safe context of your friend and family members to think and work through problems at their own pace and direction. The power of accurate thinking. In addition to the strict and inappropriate commands they contain, the 10 commandments of people-pleasing and the 7 deadly shoulds include other elements of erroneous thinking that contribute to negative feelings. Should statements contain exaggerated language such as always, never, and everyone that make fulfilling the unrealistic commands even more difficult and unlikely. Absolute words and exaggerated language are indicative of distorted thinking. Distorted thinking plays an important causal role in the creation of depression, anxiety, and other negative mood states. While feelings are neither right nor wrong, your thoughts can be accurate or inaccurate. By keeping your thinking as rational, reasoned, and accurate as possible, you can minimize or reduce emotional discomfort and negative feelings. When your beliefs about yourself and others are accurate, they create a useful roadmap to your inner life as well as your social world. With a good map, you know where you are and where you're going, especially with other people. In contrast, with your thoughts are not accurate, your ability to understand yourself and others is impaired, just as your sense of direction and geographical bearing is thrown off by inaccurate road maps. Of course, the excessiveness of people-pleasing that makes it problematic. When you are capable of being selective and moderate in your attempts to make other people happy, you will be on your way to curing your disease to please. By replacing always and never with moderate language such as most of the time, sometimes, or rarely in your people-pleasing thoughts, you will alleviate much of the stress and pressure on how you now feel from trying to meet such exaggerated time requirements. Finally, the 7 deadly shoulds contain conditional clauses that link your expectations about how others should treat you to obligations you have believed that you have created by the people-pleasing efforts on their behalf. These conditional rules reveal a sense of entitlement and even an underlying sense of manipulation on your part. Imagine, for example, how other people would respond if you were to instruct them directly. You have to like me because of all the nice things I do for you. This coercive quality of your rules becomes evident when you speak them out loud. Unless other people have explicitly agreed to like you or treat you in a positive manner in exchange for your pleasing them, Your conditions are one-sided, probably destined to fail. It might be pleasant to have other people like you and appreciate you, but they have no built-in requirements to do so, no matter how nice you have been to them. Holding on to conditional beliefs about how people should have behaved towards you because of all the things you do for them only will set you up for disappointment, anger, and resentment to people in particular, as well as disillusionment about others in general. Further conditional thinking is a trap that will ensnare you in self-blame and recrimination. If you stick with the false logic that others will be good to you only if you do enough to please, then you are left with thinking that you have only yourself to blame when others let you down. So we're going to leave it at that, but absolutely, and this is something I'm working on. It is not easy by any means. I've actually been struggling with it quite a bit. I communicate with my guides, and before I went to sleep last night, I asked them, what exactly should I do? Because I'm activating, and I have a lot of empathy for people struggling, going through difficult times, and I believe that people that are hurting hurt other people as a result of it. So I do have empathy for them in that situation. So I asked my guides, what should I do in those type of situations? And they said just to match the energy. Just allow those people to speak. If they ask you questions, answer the questions, but really kind of just keep your distance and literally just like let them be, and you go on your merry way. And if you're forced to be around them, just match the energy that they give off. That way you're not left with over trying and then them not being receptive and then you being hurt by that. So I hope this helps. I love you all. Have a blessed day, and namaste. If you have any other advice or things that you do, please put in the comments. Namaste.